Beats Planet.
Boy, football was trash as hell today, man. what? Listen, man. Listen, man. Listen. Everybody love to say what they want to say about the Cowboys. They love to act like they hate on us. But one thing that you can count on, if the Cowboys is playing, you watching. If the Cowboys is on the television screen, we gonna mid all our television. That means to watch it, right? Fam, what nothing good on the TV today. If you wasn't a fantasy football player, you was probably in worse shape than the rest of us. Like, I had no interest in what was going on today. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had Green Bay versus Kansas City tonight, but Pat's on the sideline. Who cares? Who cares about what's going on? And the rest of the games is blowouts. It wasn't no good matches. Mitch Trubisky is terrible. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if it was a decent Cowboy game at the end of this, I'd probably feel a little better about it. But man, I just wanted to go out and plant some flowers or something. You know what I mean? I wanted to go out and water the plants. Let me go sweep the sidewalk or something. Because I ain't got nothing else better to do, because goodness. Houston and Oakland was good. I ain't like that game neither. I didn't like none of it, man. I don't know, man. It could be. At first I thought because I was a homer, you know what I mean? Like, I thought, hey, yo, Voch, maybe you being a homer. Maybe what Rams versus Cincinnati was really good this whole time. And didn't they play today or something like that? some foolishness like that. Oh, Voch, don't be a homer. Browns and Patriots is bound to be a good match. Like, what? Excuse me? Get out of here. Get out of here, man. I just ain't had nothing else better to do. But in my mind, as I point to my temple, you know what I mean? Because that means you about to say something clever. But in my mind, I was like, man, I know we on bye week. I would normally be doing like a post-game show around this time. Let's act like we about to do a post-game show around this time. I know the interest won't be there, but it's always a good time to talk Cowboy football, especially since we ain't had nothing else to talk about today in terms of a game that we played. You know what I mean? So I gathered you all here today to talk Cowboy football. Last time I did a live stream, it was the Michael Bennett joint, and I kind of gave my opinion on the Michael Bennett joint, and I wanted to get y'all's opinion on the Michael Bennett joint, but my phones wasn't lit. The phones was giving me trouble. We had technical difficulties. The enzymes wasn't really collaborating like that. Nene, that's a fantastic point. We talked about that earlier, but I'm gonna put that in my little notepad here, in my little handy dandy notebook to talk about that later. Thank you so much. We're gonna talk about the 49ers. We're gonna talk about Bennett. So yeah, call in with your Michael Bennett opinions, because I never got a chance to hear y'all's Michael Bennett opinions. The number to call in is 515-606-5187, access code 309104. It's on the screen, it's in the description, it's in the title. There's no way for you to be in the chat box asking what's the phone number and how do I call into the show. All right. So I'm gonna talk about that. We can talk about Michael Bennett. I also wanted to get a little bit of draft talk, because I am draft guy. I was draft guy before I was Cowboy guy, so I gotta stay true to my Cowboy roots. So when I talk about draft, if there's any non-Cowboys in the building that think I'm just about to talk about prospects, that ain't what I'm about to do here. I'm more so going to talk about the Cowboys and their 28 free agents, and how are we going to approach filling those spots next year. So we're more so, I more so want to touch into that opposed to direct people, because like I said, I'm not one of these people. You know, I'm not clairvoyant this time of year. I don't know nothing. You know what I mean? I know like 5 people. I know Joe Burrow. I know Tua. The other 3 quarterbacks, and like Jerry Jeudy. That's it. Chase Young. That's all I know. Don't ask me about 3rd round picks in October. You know what I mean? I do all my research in January, and I'm ready to talk to you by March. You know what I mean? So if you're not familiar with that side of the channel, I do plenty of draft talk every single day when January comes around, or whenever we not in the playoffs, and I ain't got nothing else to do. But I want to talk about positions of need. Since we got 28 free agents or so, we can't sign all of them. So do you think we should draft a receiver, when Cobb won't be here next year? Should we go get a pass rusher? Should we go get some D-line? I know it's some D-line people in here that want to get some extra D-line help up in here. People say I get on the table every year about offensive line. I mean, I think it's appropriate. You lose one of them, your whole team look different. You should absolutely get as many offensive linemen as you possibly can up in here. Corners, you know what I mean? Whatever y'all want to talk about. Safety, we'll cross that road whenever we get there. Let's take a look and see. Please let Dak go to free agency. Bears gonna snatch his bald ass up. Hey man, listen, River Valley University. You know, y'all know what River Valley University like to do. He's in my chat box right now. Yeah, y'all know what he like to do. He like to send some cowboy hate on a video, and I ignore it. And I put out another video, he go in that comment section and say the same sentence he said on the last one. Like I wasn't just ignoring his ass. Voch gonna see this comment. Angry type. Enter. For the third time this week. Voch gonna see this message. I see everything, man. I just be ignoring your ass. Get off my videos talking crazy, bro. Anyway, but sure. Call in. Let's talk Michael Bennett. Call in. Let's talk about draft and Cowboys offseason. And let's talk about I had another topic on my mind. Let me do videos for the week. I want to ask the chat box about some upcoming videos because we do have a bye week. So I do want to get some more film out. I'm just not particularly sure what I want to do film on, but I know for sure I want to get a Jordan Lewis film session out because I was working on it already, and I absolutely want to get a Sean Lee film session out because I was working on it already. So if y'all got anything else y'all want to see, y'all talk to me about that. And I got another topic. I'm just thinking of all kind of topics today. Cool. I'm gonna write that down. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So we're going to minimize that. Boom. I'm going to pull the chat box on the side. I'm going to hit the this button so I can see who's watching. Shouts out to all 115 of y'all. That number's going to get bigger. I just know it because I got faith in me. And the phones is empty. So if y'all want to call in, you can be first. But anyway, let's get into this. I was talking to Nene the other day because I talk to Nene a lot. Way more than we should be talking to each other as I sip my water. Hold on. They shooting outside. They better not be. They are shooting outside. Hold on, y'all. Let me go get my safe. Let me get my seatbelt. Hold on. Let me go get my stuff. They don't understand. I've been training my whole life for moments like this. Anyway, we back. So I was talking to Nene today. You know, me and Nene talk a whole bunch. And she was talking about the 49ers, right? And how good they look and da-da-da, boom, boom, boom. They may go undefeated this year. I don't know if she really said that. But in my mind, I was like, I would love for the 49ers to keep winning. That's why I say that. Because if you look at how everything is projecting in terms of standings, in terms of where, you know, like playoff wise or whatever, right? We're looking like we're gonna be one of the wild card teams. We're gonna end up being like the fourth wild card team, especially if they end up going undefeated. I would love to be in a situation to where week one, we get to play whoever the 5th or 6th seed may be. Let's say it's Seattle, and we beat the hell out of Seattle, right? I would love to play Seattle and then in the next game play the 49ers. You know what I'm saying? The 49ers are a team I would love to play in the playoffs. They winning games now. I don't fear them cats, though, right? If we sit down and think about it, how many teams do we really fear? I don't really fear any teams. There are teams that we could lose to, but do we fear anybody? And I don't. I would love to play the 49ers in the second round of the playoffs or whatever, and then end up playing like the Saints or the Packers in the third round, right? It just sounds like a better fight to me. I know the 49ers are undefeated, but I would rather play the 49ers than the Saints. I would rather play the 49ers than the Green Bay Packers. Aisha saying, "Oh no, not Seattle." Aisha, we're gonna beat the shit out of Seattle. I ain't scared of these people. Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like Dallas really runs into the best team in the second round every time. You know what I mean? We don't have that luxury to where if you look at the AFC side, you go to the playoffs, your first game may be Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Or your first game may be Buffalo. Last year was Buffalo versus Tennessee. Like who wants that? You know, the Colts may be like a wild card type playoff team. That's another team that's good, but that's also a team that I don't fear. I don't necessarily fear the 49ers. Nick Bosa's fantastic, but our tackles are pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Our tackles are good enough to defeat that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't, if I had to pick, I would want to play the Saints to kind of get that game back, but ain't nobody worried about the 49ers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's also looking like Carolina's gonna be like one of like they may win their division because Tampa Bay's bad and Atlanta's bad. Pardon me. Okay, never mind, because the Saints gonna win that division. So they may be okay. Watch this. Y'all ready? Everybody, listen up. Listen, assuming that in the South, the Saints are the leader in the division, but the Panthers won enough games to be the 6th seed. So, or the 5th seed or whatever. Say we play the Panthers next round. Then we play the 49ers next round. And then we play the big team, whether it be the Packers or the Saints, and that'll be our big fight. I like that. I like how that sounds. You ain't got to be scared, but the Niners will give y'all that work. Okay, Reynolds, whatever, scrub, whatever y'all say. I really think. Hold on, give me a sec. Where my admins at? We should have been shot this guy. What's going on with this? What's going on? Get this guy out of here. Like every playoff game is gonna be difficult. Every playoff game is not gonna be, the Dolphins or the Red, like an easy game. But if I had to pick, man, let's get one of those teams up out of here, because I just don't fear those guys. They're just not guys that I fear. Because at the end of the day, when you get to a Super Bowl, they don't talk about who the hell you played in the first or the second round. It's all about the Super Bowl and what you get and where you get to when you it's about the Super Bowl and what you do when you get there. Not necessarily the first, second, or third round or whatever. Nobody cares about that. So sure, give me those easy fights. Scared no 49ers. $100,000. Do you fear the damn 49ers, sir? $100,000. Hello? $100,000. Well, $100,000 ain't talking, so we gonna get $100,000 up out of here, because this damn Obama phone tripping. But that's my big point, man. Like if I had to pick and choose to get somebody up in here, you know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. That's the handful of teams that I would pick. You know what I'm saying? Let me call into my own show to make sure my phones is okay, because it ain't like $100,000 to call in and put the phone down and not say nothing. $100,000 is very animated. He says everything. Hold on. Boy, if you don't shut your ass up. You can hang up now to avoid the charge. I don't want to hang up. I know I'm calling myself. Welcome. This service is provided. Hold on, y'all. Listen. Look at. Hold on. Let's see. Please enter your access code followed by the pound or hash sign. This what it sound like when y'all call into the shop? 309-1045. This what y'all hear? Participants in the conference. The recording has started. Muted. Okay, so I'm muted. And if I unmute myself. Testing. Yeah, we good. The $100,000 just ain't talking shit. Y'all know I got technical issues and I get paranoid about when my stuff ain't working. $100,000, what's good, man?
Yo, you hear me now?
Man, dog, get that Obama phone fixed, man. You can get a new
bro,
phone.
Nah, bro. This ain't no Obama phone.
$100,000,
bro.
$100,000. I just called me on my own phone and heard me talking. Don't play with me, $100,000. You can go to your local whatever phone company you with, and you can get a phone and pay $15 a month, and you get a brand new phone. $100,000. Don't be like that.
I'll pay too much for this phone for it not to be working, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got AT&T, bro. You know what I'm
saying? Damn.
Hey,
well,
hundreds and hundreds of dollars for my service. It better work.
Well, I can hear you now, $100,000. What's good, player?
to answer your question, damn, Aaron Rodgers, fuck, my bad. I don't fear the 49ers. They ain't been hitting the mouth.
That's what I'm
Just
saying.
like the Patriots ain't been hitting the mouth. Everybody, listen, these teams ain't play nobody. They ain't been hitting the mouth yet.
Damn.
I'm trying to tell you.
Damn.
When our defense hit them in the mouth, you're going to see, you know what we did to the Saints last year.
Sure.
It's going to happen the same way. Who the 49ers play? Tell me.
I can't even tell you. The Panthers.
Who the Patriots play? They play one team with a winning record.
The Bills.
And that was the Buffalo Bills.
The Bills. And I ain't scared of the Bills. We going to beat the shit out of the Bills when we playing. Shit, the Eagles just beat the hell out of them. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel, man. Like they haven't lost the game, but that may be a circumstance of schedule. Let me look up the 49ers schedule, see what they've been doing. Let me see what they've been doing. 49ers. Let me see what you can keep talking. I'm just looking it up. You can keep talking.
Yeah. You know, like I said, they ain't play. Look, you're gonna see that they ain't play nobody. I gotta listen. I think it's our year, man. I like that we got whatever his name is, escapes my mind.
Michael Bennett.
Right now, Bennett. I think I don't know if he's gonna start though. That's
man, this ain't shit.
I don't think he's gonna start.
He's not. Listen, $100 grand. Hold on. They played the Buccaneers, the Bengals, the Steelers without Roethlisberger, the Browns. Baker trash this year. The Rams, we're gonna beat the shot at the Rams, the Redskins, and the Panthers. Let me find. Hold on. Let me get my notepad so I can slam it on the table. That ain't shit.
Thank you.
Scared of these people.
Proves my point right there.
Scared of these people.
Come on, man.
I'll go to the
They ain't
Patriots.
play nobody. Who they play?
Damn. Talk to him, $100 grand. Keep going. And you know what
Everybody
though? I tell you what.
Nick Bosa. Now Nick Bosa's nice. But in what competition he went up against?
We got a Tyron Smith.
Bosa's nice now. No. I'm not saying he's trash. I'm not saying he's trash. But who we go up against?
But we got a Tyron Smith though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look at this, $100 grand. Look at this. The damn Patriots, right? Dolphins, Jets, Bills, Redskins, Jets again, Giants, Browns. What are we doing?
Demolishing them teams. Demolishing them teams.
Doing?
And who are they? Nobody.
What are we doing?
Like you gotta play people, man. Like y'all crowning them and getting all this hype when we ain't play nobody. Oh, Cowboys ain't play nobody. Like,
right.
Calm down.
Right.
They hyping the 49ers and the Patriots up, and the Patriots don't. Come on, man. Like
and the Saints must be the best team in the NFL because they still Ted ain't lost a game yet. So shit, Breeze just got back
and put foot in ass.
Yeah, so
Breeze came back and
I can't wait. I can't wait to play them boys again. But man,
we could beat them. We could beat them. You can't. Come on, man. We could beat them. I don't. We beat them with Drew Brees. Come on, bro. We could beat them without. Should have beat them last game. I don't. I just. Sometimes it just ain't your day. I'm not afraid of nobody.
That was the devil.
We get into the playoffs. We can go. I'm telling you right now.
That was the devil being evil.
Playoffs, we can go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So like you know what I mean. Like if I had to pick, man, like if it was up to me, I would love to play Carolina. You know what I'm saying in the wild card week, and then play the damn 49ers or whatever, and then play that big game after that. Then go on to win the Super Bowl because we're gonna win the damn Super Bowl. That's just how I feel, man.
I agree. I agree. I don't care how it line up. To tell you the truth.
Let me ask you a question.
Nobody in the NFC East scared. Don't nobody.
Grant, listen. So
I don't want to be wild card. I would like. We just need to go on a run. I don't want to be in that wild card game. I don't. I think health is going to be very important. So we need to go on a run.
We probably ain't got a choice, man. I know the 49ers is up there, and I think the Saints is the other team. You know what I mean? Now, I would love to get a bye week. I would love to get them home games, but we just down 3 right now.
Need to come down to the. I I don't know what's the 49ers back end of schedule looking like. Like, is the games going? Because I think they're going to lose some games. They're going to drop down. I mean, you're not going to sit here and tell me they're going to run it off. Nah, they're going to lose some games.
They're going to go undefeated, 100 grand. What are you saying, man? That's what that would the 49ers fans in my chat box saying, 100 grand. They say they're going to win all them shits.
You know what, though? You know what's so sad?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now. I think they're going to be first, they knock out.
Ooh, okay, so
first game knockout.
So watch this. The 49ers got the Cardinals twice, which is upsetting. The Seahawks, the Ravens, the Packers, the Saints, the Falcons, which is terrible, the Rams, and the Seahawks again. We got a shot. We got a shot.
Yeah, they going to the playoffs. We ain't gonna catch them.
We can't catch them. They may lose like 3 of them shits, but that's it.
The only way we gonna catch them is if we run the table. We gotta run the table. That's the only way.
Yeah. I mean, because
we already at 3, so we gotta catch them.
That's a hell of a table to be running.
Lose no more.
That's a hell of a table to be running, man. Shit.
I know, but I'm gonna tell you right now, we beat the Patriots. Woo!
There's a part of me though, 100 grand. There is a part of me.
We're gonna beat the Patriots.
I'm
telling you right now.
We are.
I got a feeling we're gonna beat the Patriots.
I'm with you. We're gonna beat the shit out of the Patriots. But look, watch this though. There's a part of me. We talking about playoffs, 100 grand. There's a part of me. I know this team. I know how this team is when they end the playoffs or whatever. I kind of don't want us to have a bye week. I don't want us to sit back and do nothing for a week. You know what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying.
I kind of want us to keep the momentum going.
See, with me, it all depends on how we are when we get there. If this team is in shape, we good. I ain't worried about it. But if we got injuries that people need to get healed up, then I'm going to be a little bit concerned. Because we don't have the depth at every position, man, that we thought we had. Can you agree?
All the time out. M. Reynolds in my chat box, he's a big fan of the show, I guess. He says the Cowboys are not running the table. Garrett doesn't have that kind of coaching in him. Garrett then went on 9. Garrett then went on 9-game winning streaks before.
Exactly what you hear last year.
Garrett then went on 12-game winning streaks before. What is this motherfucker talking about?
You must not be a fan, bro. I don't know what you watching.
Nigga drinking.
You listening to ESPN. And
what is it saying?
Get up. Man,
what are you doing?
Stop tweeting before you get blocked, bro. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Block your ass. Hold on. Let me get you up out of here. Put your ass in timeout. Get in the corner. Hey, time out. Wait. Get a switch. Get a switch and bring it back.
You want timeout, man.
Hell wrong with him. Anyway.
You make stupid comments like that. You lucky I ain't a mono reader, man. You lucky, because I'll be block. What's like, yo, you can't be blocking on my subscribers.
Listen though, what you think about Michael Bennett though? Give me your thoughts on that. And if anybody got thoughts on Michael Bennett, call into the show, because the last show we tried to get thoughts on him. The damn phones ain't work, but the phones is working now. So give me some Michael Bennett talk. What's the vibes on that?
I'm cool with it because this is a Chris Richard move, and I'm rocking with it. This is a Chris Richard and Will McClay move. Will McClay ain't gonna bring you in if Will McClay don't think that something could happen. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, let's see how it goes. You know what I mean? He can't be no worse. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? It's like, if it works out, great. If it doesn't, bye. Like,
yeah.
What is the downgrade on it? You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
We need.
Oh, time 100 grand. Look at this. 49ers Empire. Keep hating. Then he put Empire in all caps. 100 grand. 100 grand. Let me ask you a question. How do y'all think y'all got Nick Bosa? Hold on. How do y'all think y'all got Nick Bosa? How many games you got to lose to get a Nick Bosa or a Solomon Thomas?
How you think you got Jimmy G? Come on, man.
DeForest Buckner.
The other quarterbacks were trash.
How many games y'all whole D-line is top 5 picks? How many games you got to lose to get a whole D-line full of top 5 picks? Humble yourself. It's 7 games.
Exactly.
You can still ruin this.
You ain't even get into the playoffs yet.
Matter of fact, hold on, time
Yeah,
out.
you rocking right now.
Time out.
You rocking right now, but wasn't the Panthers 6-2 and they?
Wait a minute, time out. He's talking crazy. Go to your room. Get a switch. Get your ass out of here. That's how you talk to him.
If you talk crazy, you're getting put on timeout. That's what's happening.
Yeah, wrong, DP. It's my show. It's my show.
Talk crazy, you getting put in timeout. This ain't say whatever you want to say. Nah, this ain't that type of show.
Wrong,
you better show us some respect.
I run this.
Years and years of sustainability here.
Bro, these people.
Come on, how many we've been to the playoffs? 3 out of 4 years. If your team ain't done that, you can't talk crazy. Your team all of a sudden want to show up for one good year. That don't give you, the license. Yeah, my team's nice. Bam.
Well,
they
got
slow down, man.
Well, they got a top 5 overall pick 3 out of the last 4 years. So.
Exactly. Exactly. Come on, man. Sit your ass down.
Do you have any closing statements? Because you've been on my phone for a while, Hunter Grant. If you got any closing statements.
I just want you to be safe, man. I heard they was popping outside.
We good. Safe. I didn't flinch. I didn't flinch, Hunter Grant.
You ready for the purge? You know what I'm saying? I know you got the bullets. You ready for the purge?
The goddamn show didn't stop. The show didn't even look. We didn't pause. We didn't go back to the wait here stream. We good. Wrong these people.
I heard you went and got your little seatbelt, man. I heard. I said, okay, he ready.
We gonna
be
safe.
Ready to go. I said, man, you got your vests ready. You ready to go, man. I know you good, bro.
Pocket knife just in case. I don't know what's gonna happen. Shit.
Try to keep that get right stick near you.
Anyway, appreciate it, Hunter Grant. Thanks for calling, man.
All right, bro.
Oh man. Great call by Hunter Grant. You know, that's why he's top tier, man. That's why you can call in anytime you want, because of calls like that. Who else up in here? I got a list of topics, but we gonna talk about what y'all want to talk about. Brandon, what's good, man?
What's happening, Voch? How you doing, my brother?
Everything is everything, sir. Doski Woski and all that. What you got for the show?
Man, Voch, I think it's okay that teams can feel good about their team.
Sure.
You was talking about the 49ers.
Sure.
It's okay for them to feel good about their team because you got to think about how depressed they were in years past. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to them.
They just like you said, they have had top 5 picks since 2013.
They got,
and I think
they got Solomon Thomas, DeForest Buckner. They got Nick Bosa. That's they picks in the last 4 years. Three out of 4 of their picks.
Exactly. So I feel like that's something to get them to back away from the ledge. So I'm happy for them. I'm happy that they're doing good. But then you really got to think about the guys who ain't doing so good. Look at the Rams. They really thought that they was about to bounce back exactly like they were last year. And it's been some hard times.
Sure.
Winter came hard for them.
Sure.
And they didn't have anything in their storehouse.
Sure.
So I'm going to give credit where it's due.
I will not, though. I refuse.
Why is that? Explain.
First of all, it's my show. First of all, they can go to the damn 49ers YouTubers if they want to talk 49ers up in there. We talk Cowboys up in there. We talking about
all 2.5 of them.
Exactly. We talking about Cowboys up here, and on my show, we talking about how the Cowboys gonna beat the hell out of the 49ers. That's what we do on my show.
Please believe they're gonna get that smoke.
Go watch 49er Jim. 49er Jim will let you. He'll do it for you. Get him up out of here. But anyway, though, Brandon, we have a list of topics here today, sir. Did you want to touch on any of them?
Give me 2.
We talking about playoffs. We talking about Michael Bennett. We're talking about draft, just player acquisition for next year when we have 28 free agents and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. And Dak Prescott as the MVP. You can touch on any of those topics.
All right. The bottom four stuff is stuff that got to happen in the future. I ain't worried about that. I'm on this playoff train right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about Michael Bennett and what we doing moving forward.
Let's do that.
Michael Bennett was a great pickup. You know, I feel like he's going to give us the push that we need in the middle in order to fill all of that emptiness that we had in our defense. Like you ever ate something and then it wasn't what you want, so you felt kind of like that emptiness.
Oh God,
that's what Michael Bennett is going to give for our defense.
Yeah,
and I think that he may not do something great for himself, but he's going to facilitate a great second half of the season for DeMarcus Lawrence and to a lesser degree Robert Quinn. Robert Quinn was already balling out. He was scraping you know the bottom of the bowl, because you know after you eat something you get to scrape the spoon across the sides of the bowl and get all of the leftovers. That's what Robert Quinn was doing. I feel like D-Law is finally going to be able to eat with that pressure in the middle.
Yeah.
And as far as the second half of our season and the playoffs that are going to come, the Cowboys have just gotten more devastating to the league.
Sure.
We may have started off, better than we were last year, admittedly, but we may have started off slightly rough. But the opposition needed that. They needed to doubt us a little bit before we come in like a swarm of piranhas and just tear apart the defense that we about to see.
Sure. Michael Bennett, when I watched film on him, I went to his Patriots film. People told me to go to the Eagles film. I didn't necessarily want to do that because, if it's a 25-year-old player, I can go 3 years back and see what a 22-year-old player, and they'll still be relatively, the same. But when you hit 30, it's a big difference between a 30-year-old player and a 32-year-old player. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. So I just didn't want to go too far back. I want to see exactly what he was doing a few weeks ago because I want to know how he would look and, from how he looked based on how he looked a few weeks ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I don't mind it. If he was to come in and try to be a leader for this team, I'd be worried. If he was to come in and try to play like starting minutes or whatever, like we ain't had nobody else but Michael Bennett, I'd feel some kind of way. But the Eagles, when they was making their little runs, F them, they had two starting defensive ends, but they also had Bennett and they also had the long fella. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yes, sir.
I don't mind a veteran pass rusher coming off the bench, because what's gonna happen, D-Law's gonna come off the bench, and either Dorrance is gonna run out there, or Michael Bennett's gonna run out there. I would sort of quasi prefer Michael Bennett run out there than Dorrance to run out there. You know what I mean? What this does is that it bumps up the minutes, it bumps down everybody's minutes in terms of rotation. Christian Covington is good, but he's not good for 30-plus snaps. You know what I'm saying? Malik ain't good for 50-plus. D-Law has his number of snaps. You don't want Quinn out there all day. So I think what it does best is that it evens out everybody's play time. And I think Michael Bennett may get some sacks, but I don't in particular think he's going to be super game-breaking, impactful. But what he's going to do is he's going to keep D-Law and Robert Quinn fresh, and he'll probably give you 5 sacks on the back end. And that's fine with me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying.
Because that's better than what you're going to get from Dorrance Armstrong.
Yeah, and I think that the way Marinelli liked the ball, when we're playing ahead, he likes to play like a speed formation where he just put his 4 best guys in there, whether they D ends or tackles or whatever,
sure,
and he just let them go.
Sure. And
I think that Bennett will be one of those guys. He may not, and I made the mistake of, since Chris Richard is our D-backs coach, I made the mistake, and I'm now going to call it a mistake, of looking at his Seattle film.
Okay.
And I may have to go back and relook, but I looked at that and he was a lot younger then because of the connection with the coach.
Sure. Yeah.
And they would, I would say, it very seldomly do that where they would put him at a tackle as opposed to an end. It was very few plays where I saw it actually happening, just to get their guys in the best position to hit him hard and hit him fast.
Well, see, Bennett was a lot bigger at that time. Bennett was a lot bigger at that time. You know what I mean? So if he did play a little bit of B gap, it makes sense because he was really a 3-tech to start with. He was just athletic enough to play outside. You know, I think he's a full blown defensive end right now, and that's okay. That's cool. I'll take that.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong.
I hope that he can, if we plan ahead, I hope that he can still, make a big enough of an impact for us to put him inside, so we can have our 4 best guys in there. But if he's exclusively in, I'm not upset with that at all.
It's just that when I Google him, cause look, I Googled him to get a picture for the thumbnails and all that. He just looked like an old man. I'm like, this old motherfucker, he playing? he playing?
Oh my goodness.
He playing?
He need to drink more water. Water with a lemon wedge in it, Voch. That's what he need to do. He got to drink more water. When he get victories that start piling up, he can start drinking more water.
Cut the beard. He can go. Get him out of here. What the hell, man? But anyway, what else? So playoffs, Michael Bennett. What else you got?
How do you feel about the rest of our schedule defensively now that we have added a new piece up front?
We're gonna beat the shit out of everybody. So okay, look, okay, watch this. Everybody listen in close, okay? Let me gather my notepad in case I got to toss on the table again. Chat box, everybody, chill, silencio. Listen, escuchen, Brandon, listen. I think the Patriots have won their last handful of 7, 8, whatever games. I think they won because their defense is getting turnovers and their schedule is easy. I haven't really seen Tom Brady beat the shit out of somebody this year. I've seen the Patriots defense get 4 damn turnovers every day. Like I'm just looking at the Patriots as a fantasy team, the Patriots defense as a fantasy team. Goodness. Like they're like the Patriots defense is scoring, they're getting turnovers, they're putting the Patriots offense in a good position. But man, I ain't really seen Tom Brady beat the shit out somebody this year. Or a good team this year. So in my mind, this may sound like hating, but in my mind, and look, we've been talking about drive killers on this show. We've been talking about it. Mm-hmm. If we don't turn the ball over and spot the damn Patriots defense 14 points, I think we could beat the shit out the Patriots. Am I wrong for saying
I'm right there with you.
Am I wrong?
Like you never gonna see me. Even on my channel, when I'm calling it to you or whatever, you never go see me say that the Cowboys are going to lose.
Never.
I may say it may be tough and we might pull out like by 1 point.
Right.
But I'm never going to say that we're going to lose. So what I'm thinking now, with us having the extra piece that we are now, I'm thinking that we're going to be on Tom Brady's ass the whole time.
Sure.
And our offense is already in position to grind defenses to death up front.
I was watching the Patriots play the Browns today. And the Browns did a pretty damn good job of dealing with the Patriots offense. But what happened is, boy, Bradley Chubb had this 80-yard run. He was like, and somebody came up behind him, snatched the ball from him, fumble. Mm-hmm. Bradley Chubb had another run, fumble. They was running like a little shovel option. Baker was just pitching it forward. Baker just threw the shit to the 3-tech. Just shovel the shit. Just shovel past the ball to the 3-tech. And I'm like, damn, if you didn't have those 3 turnovers, y'all have 21 points right now. Or y'all would have 3 scoring opportunities, I would say. So that's anywhere between 9 to 21 extra points, whatever the combination of numbers is. And
exactly.
if you
the Browns with Baker Mayfield that'll get a ball away 50 million times a game.
Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboys ain't known for giving the ball away.
I don't fear that shit. I don't fear that shit, man. I don't fear. They gonna be in Jerry World. Let me see. No, we're gonna be in Foxborough. So look, long as it ain't raining and shit, as long as it ain't snowing out there, I just don't fear him, man. I could be a homer, could be delusional, whatever, but I think we're gonna beat the shot of Patriots.
I'm admittedly a homer. Like I said, I will never admit that we're gonna lose. I will admit that I'm a homer. But they haven't given me nothing to say, oh man, we might squeeze by barely. They ain't giving me that yet. Facts. They ain't beat the shit out of somebody that could beat the shit out of them back yet.
You know somebody else I'm not afraid of anymore? Boy, the Bears. Oh shit.
Oh no, come on.
Oh, we gonna beat the shit.
Mitchell Trubisky did not. I haven't been afraid of the Bears at all. Mitchell Trubisky did not throw a touchdown pass until week 3.
You know what I like about the Bears? They so when they run the ball with David Montgomery, good things happen. When they throw the ball with Mitch, bad things happen. They know this information. What I like the most about the Bears is they can take that information, run the ball with Cordero Patterson, and throw the ball with Mitch. Even after all that information, they'll still throw the ball with Mitch, and they'll give it to Cordero Patterson, and they'll give it to Tariq Cohen, and they'll give it to Mike Davis. Then they'll just the first time this week, the best running back in the draft, in my opinion, David Montgomery, the best running back in the draft got 25 carries a day. And they got 130-something yards. The problem is Mitch threw the ball 35 times. I can't wait to play the Bears. Gonna beat the shot them boys.
Yeah, they committed to failure. They are committed to failure. They are not ready to admit that Mitch don't got it yet.
Man.
So kind of like a team that'll pay a quarterback all that money, or stick with a quarterback for a long time, even though he got a proven record, a track record of failure.
Sure.
That's where they at right now. They not ready to admit that they ain't quite got it on that pick yet, and that's why they gonna continue to fail, because Mitch ain't it.
Yeah, agreed.
Mitch is not it, dog.
Agreed. It is what it is, man. But besides the Patriots, like the Bears, like I'm not fearing the Rams. I know we got to play the Redskins, Giants, and Eagles again. I'm definitely not scared of them.
3 for free.
But the Bills, the Lions, the Vikings. Let's run the table, see what happens. Let's run the table.
I used to fear the Bills. But it been looking like Josh Allen been getting exposed.
Nah,
and I see
the Bills been beating the shit out the Dolphins and the Redskins and the Giants and shit. That's all that is. Yeah, that's the same thing.
But when they played the Patriots and honestly kind of the Eagles today, I have seen Josh Allen's weaknesses, and it's all stuff that the Cowboys can take advantage of. It is all like if you cover his receivers for a long time, he's not going to throw it until they are already open. He's not going to throw them open. The Cowboys corners excel at that. They excel before the ball is thrown. So that's something that we could take advantage of. You put a little bit of pressure on him and keep his receivers covered.
Sure.
He won't throw the ball. He'll try to run it, and then we can lay some on his ass.
Makes sense.
If he plays like that until Thanksgiving when we see them, I'm not fearing Josh Allen at all.
You're gonna beat the shit out of all these people, man. We're gonna run the table. Any closing thoughts before I hang up on your ass?
I hope y'all already bought y'all tickets to the Super Bowl because that's where the Cowboys going. That's all I got.
Boy, you know how much Super Bowl tickets cost, man? They like $3,000. They like $3,000 or some shit for regular tickets. Like because I actually
somebody that listen to you got it. Somebody that listen to you got it.
Hey man, Dave Alexander said he was gonna give me that. I ain't saying I ain't putting my faith in him. I just gotta see it first. You know what I mean? Take it easy, Brandon.
I feel you.
Take it easy.
All right, then, Chief.
Yeah. Great call. Damn. That was Brandon. Frankly Football on YouTube. Check him out. Frankly Football Podcast. Check all that out, man. Good stuff over there. I have faith in him. He uploads think pieces and all that kind of shit. So check him out. Josh, what's up? It sounds like they're arguing at his house. They're screaming at each other. All you do is listen to Voch Lombardi. You need to get off your ass and do some work. What? Josh, What are they saying? What are they talking about? Look at, listen. Don't do it, Josh. That's 5 to 10. Josh is sick of this shit, boy. Listen. Ain't nobody laughing. Ain't nobody. Josh. Hello? All right, we're going to get Josh up out of here because I don't want to hear nothing that's going to incriminate Josh. I don't want to hear a thing that's going to get Josh in any kind of trouble. We got a caller that's never called in before, or I don't have listed as platinum. So let's see. 352. What's up? Who this?
Matty D.
This your first time calling?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, what's happening, bro? What you got for the show?
Yeah, I just have some questions for you right quick.
What's happening?
Yeah, over the losing streak, I didn't understand why people were so down on the offense when we were moving the ball. It just every time we got in position, we'll get a penalty or turn the ball over.
Let me just tell you something, man. Cowboy fans suck, and it ain't nothing we can do to fix that. The only way you can make every Cowboy fan happy is to win the Super Bowl. That's the only way. So what I do is I just try to recommend people to not listen to Cowboy fans because they could be a bit unreasonable sometimes, and let me keep fighting a good fight. Don't lose good, valuable years of your youth fussing with Cowboy fans. You know what I mean? So just don't even do that.
Yeah, everybody, you can't even all those media sportscasters, they were all just trashing back when he was having great games. Just people were dropping balls or fumbling balls or missing blocks or getting holding calls.
They trash Dak because they're unreasonable. That just is what that is. That whatever. But what else you got? Wake up, man. You good? You good? Drink some water. Clear your throat. You all right?
Yeah, my thing is defense. Okay. I'm really, really concerned about the pass defense.
Okay.
Like every single quarterback except for Eli and Carson has been throwing parties on us.
I think the passing defense is okay. We have a problem with people running the ball. Like people run the ball a bit much. We should try to fix that a little bit, but I think we okay. When I mean, teams are gonna throw the ball. Teams are gonna be able to, just based on how the game is played nowadays, man. It's easy to like manipulate space and to get easy passes that turn into yak and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it just is what it is. But as long as they not scoring much, and long as we winning games, that's all that matters.
What do you think? I think we should get like a corner in the draft. You think?
That's interesting. And if I go back to my list, I had the list pulled up, so thank you for getting me back on track. I know we got Byron Jones on that list, and we also have Anthony Brown there. So that'll leave us with Jordan Lewis and Cheeto. Michael Jackson will be around somewhere or whatever. But sure, if you want to take a cornerback, that makes a little sense. Sure. CJ Goodwin's also gonna be gone. So sure, yeah.
I mean, I like our receivers. I like our running back. I think our offense is good. Maybe except for Diet Jarwin turns out.
I feel you. I would rather pay Byron Jones than a lot of people. I just don't think we're going to be able to pay Byron Jones with the people that we've paid already. And I definitely want to pay Dak, and I definitely want to pay Coop. It just may not be enough for Byron Jones left over. So it just is what it is on that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about like, what if we move Cheeto to strong safety, draft the corner, and either have Jordan Lewis and them test it out to see who's going to be on the opposite side, get rid of Anthony, and see what Mike Jackson got to offer.
I just don't think they're going to do that. I think Mike Jackson is going to get some reps And we'll see what happens, because in the offseason, people just seem to get better. But I don't think Michael Jackson will be getting many reps if Jordan and Cheeto is there. If Jordan and Cheeto are your outside guys, hey, we may find a way to pay Byron Jones, or we may pay Anthony Brown some cheap money. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't think Michael Jackson gets a real turn for like 2 more years.
All right, well, that's all I got for tonight.
All right, man. Appreciate it, man. Get you a nap, dog. You sound sleepy, man. Get some Z's. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, man. Thanks for the call.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Salute. Boom, boom. Oh, man. Salute to him, though, man. That boy called my show. Yo, Voch, big fan of the show. Wake up. Put some water on your face. Clear your throat. Get out of here. I was just looking at this free agent list. Boy, kind of make my head hurt a little bit. Let's look at positions that will be losing positions that will be losing the most players. So we'll be losing 3 wide receivers. That'll be Cooper, Cobb, and Tavon. I don't think the Cobb and Tavon hurt you too bad. You can properly fill that up, I think, if you want to. 2 tight ends, Whitten and Jarwin. Cam Fleming can go. Goodness. Jeff Heath and Kayvon Frazier's contract will be up. Cooper Rush and Dak Prescott. Hopefully we can get Dak fixed for the end of this thing. Sean Lee and Justin March Lillard. Well, Justin March. I think Sean Lee will be done. I think this is Sean Lee's and Jason Witten's last hoorah. And hopefully we win this thing. They can retire together. Get their old asses up out of here. And some Cowboy fans even had a notion to let them come coach tight ends and linebackers. Whatever. LP Ladasor, he'll probably be long snapping until he's 50. Brett Maher will be 30. Some people probably say he can go. Joe Thomas, Xavier Suafilo can go. Darian Thompson probably won't be here. Look at D-line, though. We got 6 D linemen. That is crazy. So we got Christian Covington, Malik Collins, Daniel Ross, Antoine Woods, Robert Quinn, and Kerry Hyder will be gone. So we'll definitely have to address the D-line at some point. The 3 cornerbacks is Byron, C.J. Goodwin, and Anthony Brown, and Adam Redmond is going to be the center. The center that's going to be he'll be the last offensive line that'll lead for us. So those are your guys. Those are your free agents next year. I forgot to get to the super chat. My bad. Jared 011 Green. He dropped a deuce in the super chat. He says Baltimore Ravens all day. Hey man, look. Coach Evans is a Raven fan. I'm not really one. I got one team, but thanks for being here, sir. And also not starting messing my chat box, because I got some people that'll get you up out of here as moderating the chat box. So I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Glue Fleming and Tristan Hill together to push. Fam, you one of them people, huh? What push Tristan Hill off the bridge for what? You don't even know what he could do. You don't even know what Tristan Hill could do. This is my opinion. And after this, I'm going to get back to the phone. First of all, I hate how impatient and how microwave fans can be sometimes. If you don't show me right now, then you must be terrible. First of all, Tristan Hill is 21 years old, playing in a room full of grown men. 2nd round pick at the back end of the 2nd round. Hill got no work ethic. Where you saw that from? Where you see that at? Swaggy D, where you see that at? Where did you see Tristan Hill got that he has no work ethic? Where did you see that at? If you think about 2nd round picks, right? D-Law, who was a 2nd round pick. Who else was a 2nd round pick? Sean Lee, Connor Williams. Who else was a 2nd round pick? Guys that got to develop a little bit. You know what I mean? Guys that got to develop to turn into what they are. D-Law wasn't great when he first got here. D-Law used to be skinny. I know a lot of y'all forgot, but I'm draft guy. I didn't forget. Y'all go to Google. Do your Googles and type in D-Law Boise State. Look at how skinny he was. Look at how skinny he was. What are we doing? What are we doing? How long do we have to watch before it was obvious that Taco was trash? It's been 7 weeks for Tristan Hill. What are you saying? It's been 7 weeks. Taco was here for 4 years. We missed on Taco, whatever, but fam. And I'm not even defending Tristan Hill right now. But can we just figure this out first? Can we see can we see Tristan Hill figure this out, then wait till we push him off the bridge or call him trash? Why put a work ethic contract and make him sign it? How about this, Swaggy D? How about every D lineman has signed Rod Marinelli's work ethic contract before? What are you saying? What are you saying, Swaggy D? Do your research. Don't do half the research and leave the other half undone. Every D lineman that plays D line for Rod Marinelli has signed his effort contracts. Tristan Hill has been on this team for 7 weeks. Are you serious? You know what? Lee Anthony, he said, yes, we've seen enough Hill stinks. How about this? Real fast. Get in the corner. Go to your room. Oh, God. Aikman should have been cut after his rookie year by this logic. Jesus. Yeah, Swaggy D and Lee Anthony. Both of y'all call in so I can talk to y'all. Both of y'all call in so we can have a conversation. I know Swaggy D ain't gonna call in. Jesus. He been a bust for 7 weeks. How so, Swaggy? I would love for you to call in so I can make you sound silly right now, Swaggy. I would love to make just whatever. Whatever, man. I'm not finna deal with these people, man. Listen, man. Rookies got to work a little different, man. Rookies operate a little different. How about this though? Okay, watch this. Okay, so what about the other D linemen in this draft? Let's see what they've been doing. Let's see what how about Christian Wilkins, the first round pick, Christian Wilkins. What is he doing? What is he doing? What about what's my man and LJ Collier? What about him? What is he doing? What's LJ Collier doing right now? I know Swag ain't gonna call in. Who else came out this year? What about I can't even think. Listen, man, when I'm in draft mode, I can think of everybody off the top of my head. I can't think of a soul when draft day when draft day over with. I can't think of a soul, man. But Ed, what is Ed Oliver doing? What's Ed Oliver's like? And they forcing him into the lineup. Ed Oliver's not ready right now. These guys are not ready right now. Y'all know why Tristan Hill ain't starting for us? Because we got guys in place that's better than him. We just don't have a bad team. The same reason Michael Jackson ain't starting, the same reason Tony Pollard ain't starting, the same reason Connor McGovern ain't starting, because we got guys already. Jump off a bridge or something. Shit. Ed Oliver ain't getting double teamed. Ed Oliver getting blocked just like everybody else, man. Let's get to Josh been on the phone for a minute. Josh, you all right, man?
Hey, what's going on, Voch?
Man, you called in earlier. It sounded like an argument, so I cut the phone off so the internet won't be in your business, player.
Oh, you looking out now? I'm in the. I had the kids to bed. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fight every time I got the kids.
You wasn't arguing with no kids. You was arguing with an adult. But whatever.
Yeah, my wife do. She be on some bullshit sometimes. But that's natural.
I feel you, but I got your back though, man. I didn't want everybody to hear what you know what I'm saying. But what's good though, John?
Good looking out, bro. I appreciate it.
No doubt, brother. What's good though?
Ain't nothing, man. Man, today was so whack. I was cleaning. I hadn't been cooking. I hadn't done everything but watch the football. I tried to watch football. That shit was trash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But bro, the Patriots, we can beat the brakes off the Patriots, bro.
Of course we can.
Sunday about the Cowboys ain't Sunday. It just ain't.
Yeah.
And for these people talking their noise and all that, it's certain Cowboy fans out there who look for reason to complain about something. Like, y'all just can't have a nice Sunday and call it a day.
Man,
y'all just something to complain about.
Josh, I actually thought about making sandwiches and going out to have a picnic by myself. Because when nothing else was going on. And then like even Cowboy haters ain't got nothing else to do. Cowboy haters was just uninterested today, man. Listen, man, the league needs us, man. Can we just agree to that? The league needs us.
The league really does need it. I don't even get on Facebook. I got on Facebook today. I saw a meme talking about, the Jets have only lost to one team. What team was that? We ain't even playing this week, and y'all talking about it? Mm-hmm. Like, they keep the D in their mouth. Like, I don't get it.
Go ahead. No.
I'm saying, hey, Cowboy fans, enjoy the ride we on. We had a bye week. Michael Bennett, I think, is a great addition. He's going to be great to the rotation.
Sure.
Let's enjoy this ride. We finna run off like 7 straight.
Yeah. It's about to happen. And listen. When the Cowboys win, it's fun to be a Cowboy fan because it's gonna be filmed. We're gonna be doing live stream. We're gonna be having parties and shit. And then when we get to the playoffs, hey man, everybody gonna be 0-0 at that point. And I think we're gonna beat the shit out of whoever we line up against. So
exactly.
Yep.
I mean, we got the team for it.
Yep.
Our team. If I swear, I went through, I do my research, I look at film. You know what I'm saying? Like you, I played football. I played football in college. So I know, sir, I see certain shit. So I look at film. I'm like, you stack us up against anybody. Mm-hmm. We going to beat the brakes off of them.
Sure.
So that's it, man. It's a Sunday night. I was bored. I'm doing laundry. I think I'm going to go to bed, go to work in the morning. I just call in, you know what I'm saying, because I fucks with you. I appreciate all you do for us as Cowboy fans, for the culture. So
appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
That's it, man. Hey, man, you keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate you.
Thanks for the call, man. Salute. Stay tuned in.
All right.
Yeah. Man, Swaggy D talking about. I say, Swaggy D, who the hell said Tristan? He first of all, just in case, because somebody may not be seeing the live chat or whatever, but Swaggy D was like, all these people comparing him to Warren Sapp, they overhyped him. I said, who the hell said that? who the hell said Tristan Hill is Warren Sapp? If Tristan Hill was like Warren Sapp, if somebody reputable said that Tristan Hill was like Warren Sapp, he'd be a first round pick. I say, Swaggy D, who said he was like Warren Sapp? He said, man, some fans said he was like Warren Sapp. Shit, what you listening to fans for? Out of here, Swaggy D. Yeah, Swaggy. First of all, that was Swaggy D do. Swaggy D will come on my live stream, and I'd be like, Zeke fantastic, boy. Zeke's so great. Then Swaggy be like, hell yeah, Zeke great. But then I'll go to Law Nation live stream. Law Nation be like, hey man, Zeke ain't do as good as y'all thought. And I see Swaggy D and Law Nation chat about something else. Yeah, man, Zeke wasn't all that good, man. Zeke ain't shit. Swaggy D be 2-timing us, man. Ass out here, boy. Damn. You ain't hear nobody reputable say Tristan Hill is gonna be Warren Sapp. You ain't hear nobody with any kind of football intelligence say that. Give these guys time to play, man. This is how hard it is for Tristan Hill, right? Tristan Hill, who's a rookie, he's got to come in and compete with Malik Collins, who's been a starter in this league. Tyrone Crawford, he's hurt, but he's been a starter in this league. Now Michael Bennett, who's been a starter in this league. Christian Covington, who's been a starter in this league. You see what I'm saying? It ain't like he's losing to some scrubs. Even our backups have been starters in this league. Kerry Hyder, who got 8 sacks when he was with the Lions, who was a starter in this league. Let Tristan get his man body and we'll figure this thing out. We'll just figure this thing out. And there is film of Tristan getting beat, but that's when Tristan was playing one tech. Tristan's not a good one tech. He's not strong enough. He's not big enough to play one tech. Tristan is pretty solid at 3 tech when he's playing where he's supposed to be playing. That's just my thoughts. Let's get into the phones, though. Quit cussing y'all asses out. Jay Murray, what's up, man?
And what it do, Voch?
Everything, play.
Man.
What's good, man?
Hey, look, man, they got to give these players time to get in the off-season program. He hadn't even had a full year of coaching yet. Like
7 weeks. He's been here for 7 weeks. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big guy, but you got to give him a whole chance to get in the strength and conditioning program and stuff like that. And I think I don't think anybody the Cowboys drafted last year, they had an idea of these guys going to be able to play because they knew the roster that they had. You had a championship potential roster.
Thank you,
I
sir.
think it was more about drafting some guys that can play down the line.
Thank you,
and
sir.
Replace some free agents.
We have a fantastic.
You even look at Connor McGovern.
Go ahead, because you ain't saying nothing wrong yet. Go ahead.
I'm thinking, like, where does Connor McGovern fit? You look at the offensive line, healthy Travis Frederick.
Yep.
You just drafted Connor Wiggins.
Yep.
I guess they thought people were thinking we was going to get rid of Lael. We re-up Lael.
Mm-hmm.
Tyron Smith's going. I mean, when McGovern going to get on the field, and that was a, third, fourth round pick?
Yep.
You know, they was drafting for depth pretty much.
Mm-hmm. When I was naming off
this year,
when I was naming off the guys that ain't going to be here next year or they don't have a contract for next year, one of the names I said was Xavier Su'a-Filo. That situation for you. I know Connor Williams' contract ain't as long as a first round pick contract or whatever, but in terms of Tristan Hill, I just named 6 D linemen that ain't gonna be here next year or may not be here next year. Six D linemen who don't have a contract next year. We have a safety that ain't gonna have a contract next year. We got corners that ain't gonna have a contract next year, and we drafted at all those positions. It makes sense. Yeah. If your second, third, fourth, and fifth rounders are playing and starting, then whatever position that is that they playing at, you wasn't good there. But go ahead.
Right. You don't want a bunch of late round guys starting on your team. If that's the case, that means you lacking in talent.
Sure.
And that's probably what's going on years past with the Cowboys. Undrafted guys coming in, being able to play a lot of time, but this is a stacked roster, and I like the addition of Michael Bennett because I feel like that he brings nasty, just pure nastiness. He's not a pile of dirt, but I think he's gonna bring it. He's gonna bring it. Whatever he got, he's gonna bring it, and I think it's gonna feed into what D-Law already got going with the hot boys, the nasty, whatever you call them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They just nasty, and I think we're gonna be able to make a run, man. And then the guy like Tristan Hill, he said, Matt looking like he's looking at these pros like, man, I'm able to pick up and learn. I can learn a couple moves in practice. So it's gonna work out, man.
Let him learn, let him get hungry, and let him get pissed off. So when we actually need him, he'll be ready.
He's gonna be an animal. I mean, you can look at the tape and see that when he's active, he's shooting gaps. He's unblockable at times. Yep. Sometimes he just run past. That's normal. He's young. He played at Central UFC.
Yep.
But it's the NFL, and everybody has to adjust. Very few rookies come in and just dominate. You mostly see running backs be able to do it. Sometimes the wide receivers, and I guess these mobile quarterbacks come in, but very few people come in and just pick up where they left off in college and just dominate the NFL.
Sure. Especially not in no damn D line. Yep. Especially you gotta be a first round pick or something.
You got to get in the strength and conditioning program, man. His body will be totally different next year.
Sure.
Look at Connor Wiggins, how much his body changed from one year to the next.
Right.
It's different, man. Just different. And I don't think a lot of these fans. What the problem is, they sit on here and listen to Shannon Sharp and all these other cats, and they trying to get paid.
Yep.
I tell people, you really want to watch football, listen to it without the sound, and tell me what your eyes see, not what you hear. I argue with Cowboys fans all the time, and I cuss them out because they be making me mad. I'm like, they be making me real mad, Voch. But but I appreciate you taking my call, though, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
I don't know if Coach Evans in the chat box right now. He was earlier. I remember I forgot what player it was, and it might have been him, but it may have been some other coach. I don't know. But I remember when I was playing. And Coach Evans used to be one of my coaches or whatever. But man, Coach Evans would be like, man, when like don't be asking to get in. Don't be asking to get in the game. You'll get in the game when you're ready. And the more you think about it, man, if we throw you in the game and you ain't ready, especially if you a D lineman or like an O lineman or something like that, if we throw you in the game and you ain't ready, that could be detrimental to your career. That could be to your detriment. You know what I'm saying? I know you want to rush the process. I know you want to get things moving, but it ain't your time. When it's your time, it's going to be your time. And you should be ready for when it's your time. But if it ain't your time, it just ain't your time, player. All that being said, wait your damn time. Quit being impatient. Y'all goofy asses. We got 4 more calls. We're going to wrap this thing up. 907. What's up? Who this?
This is Chad. I'm one of your worst callers, but I keep calling.
You one of my worst callers?
Yeah.
Well, let's figure out a way to make this better, Chad. What's good, man?
Oh, nothing. Well, the Eagles haven't been demoralized like that since the air guitar game.
Okay.
For starters.
Okay, that's a good point.
So that was pretty tasty. So
okay.
Turn your house down.
Wait, time out, Chad. Time out. Somebody fighting over there, Chad?
Oh, that's my son. He's going nuts.
Oh, I say turn your house down, but okay, cool. I got you. Go ahead, Chad.
He's throwing his toys. So I was looking at Joe Jackson. Doesn't he look like the exact same build as Tyrone Crawford?
Yeah, big boy. Maybe after a year he'll be as thick as Crawford, but build wise, yeah, he's built like Tyrone Crawford, sure.
But I mean,
not as thick, but he's built that way, sure, absolutely.
Yeah, his frame. I mean, he just looks huge. I'm like, man, why the hell is it that guy playing 3 technique?
He's a big boy. Oh, time out. Wait a minute. Let me unlock the call.
The conference has been unlocked.
Chris, call back. I got to let Chris back in. Okay, go ahead, Chad. Finish up. You're doing great, by the way, Chad. Keep going.
All right. So, yeah, I'm still a little I'm a little cautious about buying the Cowboys right now. But, I mean, you and your other callers, you're saying we could run the table. And then I'm looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, I do agree. Like I'm looking at it one game at a time.
The conference has been locked.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Patriots, yes, et cetera. But then when I get done, I'm like, I'm thinking yes on each individual game. But then at the same time, I'm like, why the hell do I feel like that's not gonna happen?
What the hell going on? Yeah. Damn, Chad. Well, you was doing so good, man. God damn. Boy, I'd have got a whooping, boy. I'd have got that. Don't you see I'm on the phone? Bow. Yeah, I feel it, Chad.
Yep.
I do think we're gonna run the table. I don't fear the Patriots. I don't really fear any of these teams that we got coming up. And if we run the table and we 13-3, I think that'll put us in good position to get some home games. Yeah, so I'm with you, Chad. Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you what creeps in my mind right after I go through this in my mind. Then I think,
okay,
well, what if we go out and we just run into a brick wall, 2-3 drives in a row without trying some of the wrinkles again? Like some games you come out there and they're like, okay, that was fantastic. That was a genius play call. Then other games you're like, this is the most vanilla play calls I've ever seen. So I don't know what to expect.
I think the play calls are fine. I just think we can't fumble. we can't throw interceptions. We can't drop passes. That's it. If we don't do that, we'll...
I agree with that.
Right.
Like, you drop 2 or 3 slants and you pop them up like volleyball. Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
I totally get that.
Yeah. But listen,
then at the same time,
go.
Then I'm like, okay, we're losing. So why don't we at least try that matchup with Jarwin that we have done occasionally?
Right.
But sometimes I'm like, why didn't we try that when we're behind?
Right. I mean, just game flow. Game flow happens. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just get different looks and it forces you to change or whatever. But it is what it is, though. Yo, Chad, this call wasn't terrible, man. Like you say you have bad calls, but the call wasn't bad. It was just loud, but that's fine. We getting better every time, Chad.
Right on. Right on. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thanks for listening. Hey, y'all. Was y'all listening? When Chad was talking, and then his kid ran up on the phone, and the kid started yelling. That made Chad start yelling. Chad was like, "Yeah, man. So when I said I had to do that, wait a minute, I gotta go find it. Wait a minute, I gotta rewind this shit." Oh man, Hill not playing now is a positive. Everybody relax. Thanks for the super chat. I agree. Hold on, we got to hear Chad screaming again. Hold on, let's happens. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just get different looks, and I got to hear Chad screaming again. Wait a minute.
I don't know what to expect.
I think the play call.
What the hell do you? One game at a time.
The conference has been locked.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Patriots, yes, et cetera. But then when I get done, I'm like, I'm thinking yes on each individual game, but then at the same time, I'm like, why the hell do I feel like that's not gonna happen?
What the hell going on? Yeah. Damn, Chad. Well, you was doing so good, man. And then I'm messy as hell. And y'all heard me say, what the hell going on?
Done. I'm like, I'm thinking yes. Why the hell do I feel like that's not gonna happen?
What the hell going on? Yeah. Damn, Chad. Well, you was doing so good, man. Boy, I'm messy as hell, boy. Hold up. Hey, Chris. What the hell wrong with me, man?
Hey, man, what's up, man? I'm just cracking up. Chad's whole house is on fire at 12 o'clock at night, man.
Hey, Chris, hold on. Wait a minute.
Sleep, man.
Wait a minute, Chris. I look at the chat. Chris, I look at the chat box. Aisha say he need to go to bed. Boy, I tell you what.
Chad's house is popping, man. Chad says his kid says it's a bye week. They staying up. They getting it in.
Hey man, remember on Life Day was talking about the boom boom room and the old boy rolled over and said, "Hey yo, Ray, they got gambling."
They got gambling.
They got gambling.
Everything. Man. They up there talking about everything up in there, man. Them kids got it going on. What's going on, boss?
Man, Chris, this bye week was terrible. Football was boring. It ain't no Cowboys, so I just try to find a little content. I just put this live stream up to let my people come through and fellowship one time.
Dude, man, your film sessions this week have been impeccable, boy.
Listen,
they've been on point, man. On everything. The one that got me, and I tried to hit you in your chat box, man. One on Michael Bennett, man. I'm gonna tell you something, boy. You're a critiquing kind of guy, man. To call that man an old man. Man, I thought I was gonna cry, but here's my favorite one. Mm-hmm. Wilson on the pass. Marty Cooper pass. I'm like Wilson. Man, my kids thought I was losing my mind. I was sitting there laughing, watching that over and over, watching that route running with Amari Cooper, man. Outstanding job this week, man. Outstanding. It didn't get bored for me, man. I just got more knowledgeable. Listen to what you do, man.
Thank you, sir. Man, listen, man, football it's a lot more fun to watch film when you win. You know what I mean? Like we did the Packers film sessions, we did the Saints film I mean, those was cool. But boy, when you smoke the Eagles after a game like that, boy, I want to do two more. Man. I want to do two more film sessions for the culture, just to do it.
Man, it was hot. So going back, looking at this 8-week run, we on this 8-week run to this thing. I one of the guys was talking on Twitter, and I shot back to him. You know, everybody's like, Daniel Jones is a turnover machine. You know, we should go up there and kill him. And Voch, I love my team. I love what they do. I can't give them this confidence out the gate, especially the defensive side of the ball, that they're going to turn around and give me back-to-back turnover daggum games.
Yeah.
They got a guy who is a turnover machine, but we have turned around the pass, and you've seen it the way I've seen it. Man, Donald looked like hot buttered turkey ass since he played us. He's looked absolutely god-awful. But I keep going back to saying, wait a minute. He looked like the next second coming of Joe Namath when he played me. But ever since then, he looked like hot buttered turkey ass. So how much confidence can I have with the addition of Michael Bennett, which is going to be a rotational piece, which is going to be a situational guy. I think I'd ask you, do you see him in a set where you got Quinn, Malik, him, and D-Law on a third down type, going from the film study? He's getting in those second downs.
Sure.
But he's always been an inside type of guy, inside rusher type of guy.
Man.
I just don't have. Go ahead, man.
Patriots do a lot of funky stuff, man. They may have different responsibilities, but I know Rod. Rod is gonna want him to get upfield, and if he gets upfield, that's better for him. Because just 1 year ago, because there's two sides of this. Just 1 year ago,
absolutely,
he was sacking Dak, hit him 5 times. Fumble, you know what I'm saying? What I mean?
Dude, he can't even say and wreck shop. It had to take a miraculous performance by Dak, Amari, and Zeke to beat them. Man, that game was he should have been defensive player of the week. That game, he lost his mind that week.
Sure. I just know that 34 feels nothing like 33. You know what I mean? And listen, man, I said this earlier. Chris, I said this earlier. I just Googled it just so I can get a thumbnail for the video. And I'm looking at all Michael Bennett pics. I'm like, he look old now. Like, he got gray in his beard. He looks sick. He ain't been eating good. He looked tired, like his knees hurting. And I cut the film on, and he ain't got no burst. I'm like, look, I'd love to have you here, but I don't want you limping around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, the problem is this, as we've seen, as we followed the Cowboys, is that those second round picks, they are like on a red shirt year. Very, very not often outside of LVE last year. They come in their first year, and LVE came in his first round pick, but the second round picks usually get a year to kind of get their weight up. Start eating on a regular basis, getting on the NFL training table, and then they're ready to play and give you substantial snaps. I think that's the case for Tristan Hill. I think that's the case for Joe Jackson. I think the Cowboys are playing this long game where they're gonna keep getting favor and getting these guys a year inside the system, and they'll start going and playing snaps. So I think Michael Bennett is a 1 year deal, but I think he's a placement holder. Or until Tristan Hill eats a few more peanut butter and banana sandwiches, that he can get stronger inside.
Sure. I'm with that. I'm with that.
Yeah, man. But that's it, man. But listen, it's bye week, man. It feels good, man. It feels good to sit back and watch everybody, do their thing. You get to kind of get a little, essence of the league. Who's what. But as always, I fear no one. I fear not a single solitary soul out there. I just need my defense to be able to give me back-to-back weeks of turnovers and short fields, and with me doing that, I think, I think it's gonna be a regular routine, man. I think we can run the table. I think we can run the table. It's totally possible. I just got to see my defense play back-to-back consecutive weeks strong.
Yes, sir. 1 week at a time, and we got the Giants next week. We're gonna beat the. What's that?
Yeah, just one minute. I got one question, and you probably elaborate on it.
Go ahead.
This Jamal Adams thing. Jamal Adams just made this tweet. I'm putting it in God's hands. Brother, what would you give up for Jamal Adams?
You know how many people I'll push off a bridge?
No, but Voch, I know we'll push people off the bridge, but think of it long term. Yes, I will push. I'd push Jeff Heath. I'd push Degnan, everybody in that secondary, but Byron Jones off a daggone bridge for Jamal Adams. But at the end of the day, you come back next year, you got Malik on a 1 year deal, you got Bennett on a 1 year deal, you're gonna lose Heath, you're gonna lose Kayvon Frazier, you got them 4 guys in the secondary. What would you give up for Jamal Adams? Because you know you're going to need to go get a D tackle in the first round.
We
don't even want to talk about draft guys. We don't even want to talk about draft yet. We ain't talking about draft until February. We're not doing no draft shows. We ain't talking about no field studies. We ain't looking at nobody. But you look at right now, you know you got 4 guys on 1-year deals, not including you got Sean Lee on a 1-year deal and Witten on a 1-year deal. You're going to have big holes you got to fill. The Jets are going to want a first-round draft pick. What would you really give up for Jamal Adams?
I don't need no first-round draft pick, man. They can have that. Listen, man, and I love Jeff Heath, but I called Jeff. I said, hey, Jeff, come here. Let me show you something.
Right off the bridge, huh?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Gotta get that boy back. Hey, Jeff, get your ass up. Cheeto, you can go to. AB like, damn, Voch, what you doing? You can get it too. Huh? For the boy? For the boy? Boy, I'll run Michael Jackson out there so quick.
Okay.
They all can go.
Okay.
Jamal can play. Jamal can play. However, that ain't the guy from the Jets I really want though, because I think I can live without a safety.
You talking about Leonard Williams?
Oh boy, I get Malik up out of here for Leonard Williams. Boy, I get Malik up. Malik, that first round.
Oh man, yes sir.
They can go.
Yes sir.
They can go for Leonard Williams.
Yeah, man. Ooh, yeah. I can see that. Yeah, man. I'd send him Malik. I'd send him Malik and a second in a heartbeat for Leonard Williams.
Shit.
In a heartbeat.
Michael Bennett talking about some. Michael Bennett had a damn cup of coffee in Dallas. The damn coffee still be hot. How fast I get Bennett up out of here?
Yes, sir, boy. You could, man. He put it in a to-go cup. If I can get Leonard Williams, if I get Leonard Williams for a whole week, oh man, forget it. Yes, without question.
But that's my thoughts.
Okay.
I mean, and you know what? I'm not a big fan of giving up first round picks to go get guys because we got enough guys that we need to pay.
Right.
We got enough guys. But fam, I saw what Amari Cooper did for this offense last year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't want to. I don't need a first round pick unless it's like a top 17 type of joint. Then don't work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a top 17.
Right.
But if we a playoff team and we gonna be at the back of the joint and we gonna be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you must. Yeah, you must, because really it's just a the first round pick is only for the fact for the extra year. It's just a glorified number. Yeah, you're right. Most drafts, as you forecasted before, you got about 18. You got 18 first round grades on guys. 18. So if you turn around, where we're gonna be picking from 25 and below. Yeah, you might as well go ahead and get that up and go get a guy, a young talented guy who's already been in the NFL, who's already got his legs underneath him, and you can plug and play him and put him inside the system. You're absolutely right. Yeah, Leonard Wood. Yeah, oh man.
Now see though, watch this though, and this what I be saying because people's like, yo, Voch, would you give up a first for Minkah Fitzpatrick? And I like Minkah Fitzpatrick, but hold your horses, hold what you got. You know what I'm saying? You playing dominoes, you got big five. You may want to get it out your hand, but with a little bit of patience, you can get 25 off the. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, the damn Pittsburgh Steelers ain't winning no games with his ass. So they first round pick look like a fifth. So the Dolphins keep winning. Hold what you got. You because look, Cowboy fans, you'll be pissed off if you gave up a first round pick to get Minkah Fitzpatrick. Now out of nowhere they say, hey man, we'll give y'all Leonard Williams for a first round pick. But now you stuck with Minkah Fitzpatrick. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Now I think it's a good time. Right.
Yeah, yes, sir. Oh yeah, you be seasick. Because if you can get Leonard Williams with a first round pick, knowing that it's gonna be about 20 to 25. I mean, at the end of the day, you got Amari Cooper with his route running just guru-ness, and you gave up the 27th pick in the draft. The 27th pick in the draft. Now, what's the 27th pick in the draft been for the Dallas Cowboys? We talking about Mike Jenkins, Felix Jones.
Sure.
Huh?
Yeah.
Cats like that. No, good players, but not world beaters.
Sure.
You know, not world beaters. But the guy that you got for that 27th pick, man, is going to be a stable, a mainstay inside your offense for years to come. But if I can get Leonard Williams for that, then I sure up my defensive line for the next 3 to 5 years easy. I can sign Quinn for another year. Go this year in 2020 in the second round. Find me a young developmental pass rusher. Man, D-line set. And I got a safety back there with him and X Woods. I got Jadobi on one side. I got Byron Jones, who I'm a franchise tag. Find out. I can give Anthony. I can give you can give Brown. Brown can go on the free market. I can probably get him back.
He say Brown can go. Brown can go. I agree.
Yeah, he can go. He can go. I mean, I ain't got to pay him no money. The guy I want to keep Jordan Lewis. And you got to remember, you still got cats in the back there. Like, you got Westery back there. You got guys they're going to pick up and they're going to train and they're going to develop. So, yeah, man. Yeah, I feel a lot better getting a first round for either Jamal or Leonard Williams. But, boy, I'd love to get Leonard Williams. Man.
Great call, man.
Great, man.
Great
fan. Love to get him. Listen, bro, I'm going to get off the phone. Hey, put everybody else on Clock Game, my favorite game. How I'm a listener, and I love Clock Game.
Hey, man, it's on the way. Listen, you love it. You love it because I don't never put your ass on the clock. I let you stay long as you want to.
No, honestly, you did. You originally put me on Clock Game. The first time I came on, you and Space was on there. Y'all put me on Clock Game, and I got in and I got out. Because you know the one thing I ain't going to hear. All right, Chris, let's see your ass, I got to go.
Well, sir, you have privilege now, so don't worry about that.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you a bunch, man. Do your thing, man, and we'll talk later next week.
Yes, sir. Talk to you next week. Good call. Yeah, man, that set it off, Chris. Man, we can't get through a live stream and not have set it off Chris up in there. Okay, cool. We had 5 calls. Now we got 2. Hey, that's part of what it is. But hey, if you give us a good call, then you'll be platinum. And if you're platinum, we get to your call early in the stream. That's how this works. But either way, let's pull up some Clock Game, man, so we can do this. We can if we can figure this thing out, so we can get this thing percolating here. Let me open up the clock. I think 90 seconds is a good little time. I think because we only got 2 callers. So I think 90 seconds is a good time. And 1 caller left, so hey, shit. Y'all impatient tonight. Anyway, let's get Clock Game going. In case y'all don't know what Clock Game is, you have 1 minute and 30 seconds to call and talk about whatever you want. Get your points out and all that. Your time will start after our introduction. When I say what you got for the show, that's when your time will start. All right? And if you have a good call, I'll make you platinum. So next time you ain't gotta wait so long. Let's see what happens here. Let's go 502. What's up? Who this?
This Lee Anthony. What up, Voch?
What time about you just screamed in the phone? Wait a minute. Let me cut you down a little bit. Okay, you say who this is?
Yeah, this is Lee Anthony.
Anthony.
What up, Voch?
Okay, what's good? Hey, okay, cool. What's good, man? What's that? What you got for the show? Let's talk about this.
Everything, man. First off, with the Tristan Hill situation.
Sure.
I can't help that when he's on the field, I get these flashbacks and nightmares like I'm watching Nick Hayden again.
Why you say that?
That has nothing to do with his draft position. It's about how he looks out there. Yes, he's going to have time to develop and all of that, but he looks like he looks. And
you want to get rid of him before he develops?
No, I don't want to get rid of him, but I do think
you just said you wanted to cut him, didn't you? Didn't you just say you wanna glue him and Cam Fleming together and push him off a bridge? Didn't you just say that?
If we can find a legitimate player to fill that position to where we don't have such a drop off, at the 3, which I don't think he's capable of playing anyway.
You don't think Tristan Hill can play the 3 tech?
No, he doesn't have the mobility.
Tristan Hill doesn't have mobility? What games are you watching?
I said he doesn't have the mobility. And that's to have a nasty defense, we need somebody that not only got leverage and football power, we need somebody, that can get upfield without having to be out of position and expend everything just to try to attack that gap. It didn't take Malik no long time to look like an NFL player. We talking what, 20, 25, 23 tackles and 5 sacks as a rookie. And he wasn't playing next to no Snacks Harrison. I know big time one tech. Malik did it because he's an NFL player.
Okay. So let me not run your time a little bit, because I actually want to have this conversation with you. I don't want to cut you off. So first of all, if Tristan has any skill trait at all, it's his quickness, it's his burst, it's his ability to get upfield and be gap. Now Tristan hasn't been playing 3 tech. Tristan has been forced to play in A gap because Antoine Woods was hurt. So he's kind of had to fill in at nose. Tristan's not good at nose. When you see Tristan Hills getting whooped, Tristan Hills getting double teamed. He's not strong enough to deal with that just yet. But if Tristan is anywhere he should be in B gap. Now, when you saw Tristan in the Miami game and he was in the gap he was supposed to be, Tristan was fine. Tristan was looking adequate. You know what I'm saying? But he looked small when he was in the wrong gap. So let's fix that. Also, Tristan ain't playing because he's surrounded by guys that have started in this league before. Malik Collins is a starter. Kerry Hyder is a starter. He's just a backup with us. Christian Covington is a starter. He's just a backup with us. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So Tristan Hill is 21. He's never been a first string tackle before. And if you put him in a pool with other first string tackles, mind you, we just added Michael Bennett, who can also play 3 tech. He's not gonna play. He's not going to get minutes because he's in a pool full of guys that's better than him right now. I have a theory, because I'm also a draft guy. I have a theory that when you draft a guy and he doesn't play immediately, that's because the guys in front of him are just good. If you a team and you draft somebody and your rookie got to start day one, you're bad at that position. Van Der Esch was starting because we were bad at that position. Connor Williams had to start. Michael Gallup had to start because they were bad at that position. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But we don't have to belabor the Tristan Hill thing. It's just that, we see what we see when he's out there, whether he's having to substitute and be out of position at the 1 or the 3.
Tristan Hill simply ain't ready. But you want to know who else ain't ready? Renell Wren, who was drafted before him, ain't ready. LJ Collier, who was drafted before him, ain't ready. Christian Wilkins, who was drafted before him, ain't ready. Dexter Lawrence really ain't ready. They just forcing him into the lineup. They just forcing Dexter Lawrence, and they forcing Dexter Lawrence into the lineup. They making Dexter Lawrence, watch this. Dexter Lawrence was a nose at Clemson. Dexter Lawrence played 0 at Clemson. Damn the Giants so terrible. They got Dexter Lawrence playing 5 tech. They got Dexter Lawrence playing 5. Dexter he don't need to play 5. He's just not ready to play 0 yet. He's a defensive lineman, a 21-year-old D lineman. Let Tristan Hill grow up a little bit. Let him eat some damn peanut butter. Let him get his proteins and dumbbells work right, and then we'll see what happens next year. He's not a bust after 7 weeks. You shouldn't tie him up to Cam Fleming, who's been in the game. Cam Fleming been playing for 7 years and he's still trash. If you want to push Cam Fleming off the bridge, push Cam Smooth off the bridge. Tristan been in the league for 7 weeks. Can we see what he got first? Can we? Now if he's trash in his man body, I'll let you have it. Go ahead, sir.
No doubt. Speaking of the
time out. Watch this. Something else too. Time out. My bad. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'm so sorry. YNW Jamal. He says Bosa is 21 years old. You know what else Bosa is? The damn 2nd overall pick. Bosa the 2nd overall pick of the draft. Bosa's one of the best college D linemen of this decade. Tristan was taken at 50. Shit. My bad, DeAnthony. My bad, sir. Go ahead.
No doubt. What I really like to see as far as how to bolster our team entirely, I really like to see a draft focused on the D line in particular. I think to have a nasty defense with the money we have committed to Jalen and LVE, being a first rounder, we really need some head busters at that 3, and in particular the Warren, because one thing I noticed about Jalen, with all his athletic ability, he doesn't really get low, and he does a few football things fundamentally that really are unsound, but he's getting away with it, maybe because of sympathy or maybe because he's just a good athlete. But I think it would be good to really put some people in front of him that's going to cover him up and really let him run free, if he's going to be our middle backer, which he is. We done gave him all that money.
Sure. I would like to get a one tech that's good enough to make Antoine Woods a rotational guy. You know what I mean? I like Antoine Woods. I just don't think he's that guy. I would love to have a one tech that's so good that it'll put Woods on the bench and make him play less snaps. I think that'll be a fantastic situation. We just haven't found that situation yet.
Yeah. What about with Robert Quinn? With his age, even though he's been a very productive player, with him and Bennett. We don't know what Bennett's going to bring to us, but we know Robert Quinn has really, really made our defense respectable and almost formidable.
Sure.
But do you think it would be a good idea to, if we could, maybe extend Quinn for another year and also draft an end, since we're, in limbo with the Gregory situation? I mean, an end that's capable of starting, not just a role player.
I tell you what, fam, if we don't end up using this first round pick in one of these trades coming up before the deadline Tuesday, I'm all about trading up to go get a guy. I think we have a team like we have a team that's good enough to where we don't need like a whole gang of picks. You know what I mean? Let me trade up to go get a guy that's really gonna like make a real super impact. You know what I mean? Like Van Der Esch was like drafted 19th. And Zach Martin was drafted like 16th. I'm trying to get like top 10 somewhere. Like if I could find a way to get Chase Edmonds, Chase Young, what do I got to give up to go get a perennial Pro Bowl edge player? What I got to give up to go get that? I would love to have that kind of situation. I just don't think that's gonna happen. But I feel what you're saying. I would love to bolster this D line. I read the list earlier. We're six D linemen could be here next year, so we definitely need to put some bodies in that spot. So I agree.
Hey, it was such a drab NFL day, man. Can we get the war chant, man, for busting the Eagles' head last Sunday? I know it's time to move on, man. We need it.
And that's exactly why we can't get the war chant, because we got to earn the war chant.
Come on, man.
No, sir.
It's the Eagles.
Nope. Because, look, trust me, I hit the damn war chant so many times last week, I damn near broke the computer. I hit that bitch every 10 seconds. But we only use the war chant if we need it, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't, we it's a bye week. We haven't earned it. Now, when we go beat the shit out the Giants or whatever, then we'll get the war chant again. But Dan, let me ask you a question, man. So we've talked about the linebackers, we talked about the D line or whatever. What do you think about the DBs? Think we should go get a cornerback or something?
Well, since we, got pretty good leverage with the contract situation, I would.
Hey, yo, DeAndre, my bad, man. I gotta get your body here, man. My bad, you gotta go. But listen, you are platinum now. So next time you call in, you go to the top of the list, so you ain't gotta wait so long. Thanks for the call, though. Set that boy up. I can't cut this off. There you go. Set that boy up. Talking about let's glue Tristan Hill and Cam Fleming together and push them off a bridge. You can absolutely push Cam Fleming off a bridge. He's been in the league for a long time. Not Tristan Hill, though. Whew. Anyway, hey, man, good show. Fantastic show. They talking about Chase Young in the chat box. I don't know if Young will translate like Bosa. The Bosa brothers are good hands technique guys. That's why they translate really well. But Chase Young got that Myles Garrett like athleticism and natural gifts. So Hey man, whenever we start doing like college film sessions, which would be kind of after the regular season or whatever, you know, y'all gonna know about Chase Young. Y'all gonna know his name because I'm gonna drop a couple film sessions on him. But anyway, man, pretty cool show, man. This was a last minute impromptu kind of deal. I didn't plan on doing a live stream or whatever, but hey, we ended up doing one. Shouts out to Jared 011 Green, Josh Magaha, and Josh Skinner. Shouts out to all three of y'all for donating to the super chat. It means the world to me. With that being said, man, I got some ads I gotta roll. And oh yeah, chat box. Time. Everybody don't leave. Chat box. What do y'all want to see some more film this week? Go in the chat box right now and tell me what film y'all want to see this week. And type it in there for me. Type it in and let me know if you want to see. Because I know I got some Jordan Lewis film and I got some Sean Lee film I want to put out. So besides Jordan Lewis and besides Sean Lee, do y'all have any other film y'all want to see? I could probably put out like an offensive line film or something like that. Probably like put that together, something like that. This isn't live. This is 100% live. But yeah. Yeah, man, y'all put that in the chat box so I can see it, so I can know what y'all want to see, and hey man, y'all know everything else to do, as far as the like button and the notification bell, subscribing and all that. You know what I'm saying? Hold it down for the Doski Woski. Peace, Weesty is free. Watch these ads and holla at you. My cable bill was way too high. I reached out to affordablesticks.com. They sent me a Fire Stick, plugged that thing into the Asian. Now I get unlimited shows, movies, and live TV. I'm a huge sports fan, so I love League Pass, Sunday Ticket, and I get the pay-per-view fights for free. There's something for the whole family. You can buy a Fire Stick for every TV in the house and still spend less money than you would on cable. That's affordablesticks.com. There's a link in my description. You should go click it. Cut the cord, man. The YouTube Illuminati is taking money away from your favorite content creators, and people often ask the best way to support the channel directly. I tell them that's subscribing to my Patreon. Just $1 a month would increase production and the frequency of uploads. Basically, that means more content for you. For less than a bag of almond M&Ms, you can support the channel, call dibs on requests for future videos, and you can have access to Patreon exclusive material like my throwback film sessions. That's patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. I appreciate the support. Doski Woski. Salute. After canceling my cable, I saved $2,400 this year by switching to Beast TV through channelsforcheap.com. Some people pay $200+ a month. I pay $1 a year, or $15 a month if that's what's convenient for you. You get 2,500 HD channels. 1,000 of those are in English, and there are plenty of other international channels, TV Guide, and we get all the sports. One of my favorite things is multi-screen feature. So if I don't know what I want to watch, I can tune into 4 different channels at one time that you can watch on 4 different devices, and it's available on Fire Stick, smart TVs, tablets, and if you're on the go, you can watch TV on your phone. Hit the link in my description or go to channelsforcheap.com where you can get a free 7-day trial. That's a whole week for you to just sit down and play with it and see what you like about it, then come back and make a purchase. If you have any questions, go to channelsforcheap.com, hit this little button right here, and they'll respond to you immediately. That is channels4cheap.com. The link is in the description. I highly recommend it. Let's do it.